Next
Yeah.
turn, you're about to witness perfection.
The gambling, the zeros, then the raised, and the zeros again.
Look at that, you don't need coaching after all. You got the gist of it. Hello, YouTube. Alright, welcome to another video, boys. We had a great coaching session with Jadis last stream, and I decided to make a quick video guide about Shadow Priest because, as you all know, it is a pretty good deck. In the current meta with Warlocks and Mages out there, Shadow Priest really wrecks them, but it doesn't do so well against Shamans, so you gotta keep that in mind. Aggro Druids can also be pretty hard, but all in all, it shouldn't be too hard for you to climb with it. You have a lot of really cool ways of stealing the game, basically. You can either zerg the board with the bunch of zero drops, with the very healthy Frazzled Freshman, give Guardian Ug Merchant to your important targets so people can't pick them off with removal. Imprisoned Homunculus can be pretty good against more board-centric matchups where they start chucking minions later on, like turn 3, turn 4, you're gonna have a good 2-5 to protect your other stuff with. Tour Guide gives you those extra hero powers, which you kind of want to be saving for when you actually need it. Usually you play the Tour Guide but don't play the 0 mana hero power, so you can either get a Void Touch Attendant for an extra damage or actually use it to trade off something on the board. Cult Neophyte, so you control all those spell-heavy decks like Demon Hunters, Warlocks, Mages, and stuff like that. You got the cool Tyrann Chaplain, whatever that's supposed to mean, for some extra health on your priority targets. Twilight Deceptor, so you can fish out for your Raise Dead, which is the only shadow spell you run in this deck. Couple of Wriggling Horrors, because you're a very board-centric deck. Mindreader Illusia is insane, because she really not only steals the opponent's hand, but also the opponent's game. Like, the way you use Illusia is different than what we were used to back in the day with Control Priest. Basically, most of the time you're using Illusia not so you can steal the opponent's cards, but so you can remove the opponent's cards from his hand for one turn, aka gives you one extra turn on the board. Because if you play an Illusia and you give the opponent all of your stupid zeros, ones, and stuff like that, they don't do anything with that. Like, they just play them and they don't achieve anything with the board itself. So basically you're stealing their hand and all of their removals in the process, and you get yourself an extra turn to do whatever the hell you want. A cool interaction with Illusia is actually playing her while you have Voracious Reader in hand. 9 times out of 10 the opponent is gonna be a bloody idiot, and he's gonna play the Voracious Reader, which draws cards for you, because it does draw at the end of his turn into your hand. And at the start of your turn, Mindreader Illusia returns your hand, so that is a very fun way to screw with your opponents. Disciplinarian Gambling can be pretty strong, especially when you're with the coin against most matchups. If you have Gambling and you're going second, you keep it, coin it out as soon as turn 3, and if you manage to top deck a few of your Dusk Imps or Murlocs and a Raise Dead, you can literally flood the board with 4 4/4s and the 3/6 as soon as turn 3. You guessed it, turn 3. Needless to say, something like that is not gonna be super amazing against Warlock, for instance, because they're basically gonna turn 4 5 damage AoE all of the board, so it's not gonna work as amazing, even though it's gonna feel good while doing it. It's gonna feel a lot worse when they remove all of it. But it's still a possible play in some cases. And also we have the Bishop for obvious reasons, so we get the Shadow hero power. The deck is very board-centric. Like, most of the time you will need to be doing some stupid trades so you can protect the important stuff. But the name of the game is Raise That Face. So you have to really think long and hard if the trades actually benefit you, or should you just be raising that face, especially with your Void Touched Attendants on the board. Don't forget, all sources of damage get +1 extra damage. So let's say you play this in a Warlock hero powers, that hero power costs 3 damage. You play this and you play Raise Dead, it's 4 damage for you as well, so it goes both ways. You gotta be careful playing Void Touch Attendant against board-centric decks, which are already on the board, aka an aggro druid, because they can abuse that thing against you. As soon as you put down a Void Touch Attendant against a full board of 1/1s, that's basically two ones now, because it deals the extra damage and you can literally kill yourself that way. For the mulligan, when going first, most of the time you're gonna want your Void Touch Attendant, Imprisoned. If you already have some good 1-drops or even a 0-drop, you could keep Wriggling Horror as well to follow up with. Freshman is pretty nice. Traveling Merchant, very situational. Like, you have to be sure your board is gonna actually stick, because you don't want to be playing a free mana 3/4, for instance. A free mana 4/5 acceptable, 5/6 great. But really try to play the turns in your head before you keep something like a Traveling Merchant, because it's not gonna work out too great some of the time. Cool Tyrann could be pretty good, especially if you already have the Void Touch Attendant making it into a 1/5. Desk Imp could be good if you already have a Wriggling Horror or a Cool Tyrann, whatever. Divine Shield, same reasoning. And even if you're curving into the Gandling, that also might make some sense, but be careful with that, especially with the matchups. I wouldn't normally keep Mind Reader Elucia from my starting hand. Maybe if I already have a very good Void Touched Attendant with a cool Tyrann Chaplain, Elucia could be a keep. Tour Guide is an acceptable keep, but it's not super amazing. It's okay, especially if it's a board-centric matchup, because you basically stick a minion and get a 2 damage for the board or the face for free. Cult Neophyte is amazing against mages, warlocks, demon hunters most of the time. Murloc Tiny Finn, very weird stats by the way. Why the hell is Murloc this low and Desk Imp this high? Like, they're the same thing. Why do you have to be racist with the stats? Deck tracker, like, what the hell, man? Twilight Deceptor, he's an acceptable keep, honestly. Like, if you know for a fact you're sticking a minion on turn 1, Twilight Deceptor is basically a 2/3 with a card draw attached to it, and you get your Raise Dead, which gives you some refill potential, so it's good. Voracious Reader, when you're going first, most of the time it's just gonna be a bait. Like, imagine if you top deck Bishop or Gandling in your next couple of turns, this Voracious Reader becomes a turn 5, a turn 6. I know it sounds tempting, but most of the time it's gonna be a misplay keeping Voracious Reader. You might get lucky some of the time, but not all of the time, that's for sure. When on the coin, Gandling, like I said, becomes a lot more keepable against most classes. Void Touch still at the top. Guardian Hug Merchant so you can protect it, amazing. Imprisoned Homunculus susceptible. Tiny Finn if you already have Gandling or Wriggling Horror best. Elucia becomes a lot more keepable. Tour Guide is fine, Twilight is fine, and basically you get to see all of them. For the matchups, let's glance at them real quick. Fel Demon Hunter, horrible. Aggro Druid, not great. Quest Hunter, same. Shamans will be horrible, but everything else is fair game or very, very good for you. Mage is 70%. Warlock is 56. Most of the rogues are great. Yeah, you basically see all of that. Like Miracle Druid's pretty awesome. And even against Face Hunter, you're doing quite okay. So that's it for the guide part. Hope you enjoy the games. The deck is, in my opinion, worth the craft. So if you have the extra dust, Elucia feels like she might get a nerf at some point. Bishop, he's never getting nerfed basically, so if you craft it, you're stuck with him, and probably Gandling as well. But yeah, those are 3 legendaries that are kinda niche, like Dark Bishop and Gandling, pretty niche, and Elucia is versatile for Priest and overall, and probably getting nerfed at some point, so all in all, it's not that expensive. You only run 2 epics, 5 rares, and the rest is commons. Now, check out the games. Don't forget you can hire me for some coaching. Check me out on my stream as well. Twitch.tv Kris05. Stream every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So yeah, hope I see you there. And now, let's check out them games. Bye, boys. Wow, that was a fun requeue. That was the fastest requeue I've seen. Okay, first Paladin of the night. Hey, there's the fucking Elucia that would have been lethal last turn.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, took her a while, but she's here. She's here. Amazing.
Yeah. Amazing. I would keep only the Deceptor. Or even not. Then full dump.
I think it's a full dump. This matchup should be hard for us, I'm assuming. Coaching sessions are useful at all ranks. It's a 50-55% win-rate matchup, actually. Coaching sessions can be useful at all ranks. It all depends on the player. Okay, we have a turn. But we also have the Deceptor, which could be huge himself. It's a turn-free Deceptor, I do believe. Disciplinarian, I mean. So for now, let's just Void Touched. If he has Hand of a Doll, fuck us sideways. Even if he has Hand of a Doll, he trades and we Hero Power it and we live our life. Doesn't have it. Easy. Face Hunter and Aggro Shaman would be at the top of my list. Okay, we're gonna do the big thing very fucking fast.
Okay. Hero Power.
Yeah, let's just Hero Power and trade. And next turn is GG. Next turn, get the camera, mom. Next turn's happening. Next turn, you're about to witness perfection. Okay, let's do him dirty.
Coin.
Yep.
The Gambling.
Yep.
The Zeros.
Yep.
Then the Raised.
Yep.
And the Zeros again.
Yep. Look at that, you don't need coaching after all. You got the gist of it.
Yeah.
Easy game, easy life. And
do we
trade the 1-1, yeah. That was fun. That was fucking illegal is what it was.
Yes.
Okay. Hello, YouTube. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do a video about this shit.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's not a Face Hunter, something new. But yeah.
Okay. Cool story, Bob. That's just fucking GG, dude.
Yeah. So, Wriggling Horror.
Yeah, Wriggling Horror, your 4-4. The 4-4 guys. Wait a second, don't we just have Lethal though? How much damage can we muster right now?
We can Hero Power, it's 3. And
it's not enough.
8.
Go face with everything without the 1-1 though. Everything else goes face, just the 1-1 remains.
Yeah.
Technically, you should have started off with a 4-4 because there is a secret that punished us there.
Yeah,
1-1 trades and Hero Power the 4-4-2. The 4-2. The 4-2. Remove the Divine Shield and Hero Power the 4-2.
Okay.
There's not a way for us to lose this next turn, basically. Like, no reason to get greedy with it. There wasn't a way to lose this either way, honestly, but still.
Yeah, it was nice.
Haku. Naki? It's a Naki, I'm assuming.
But it's a Warlock, so yes.
It's still a beautiful turn 3, but it plays into his turn 4. If he doesn't have it, he just fucks. Let's just remove the Wriggling, but I'm not sure that Gambling is a great game plan against Warlock.
Yeah, so...
Just remove Wriggling for now.
Just
Okay, this is great. Should we pivot?
Do we start with the White Touch or
Thinking
not?
about it. If he has 3 damage for it, it dies miserably.
So the Imprison.
Let's imprison then Deathcamp. I know it's gonna be great for the gambling, but the Void Touched is a game plan that works better against these guys. That is a good Elusha. Cult Neophyte and point out. Void Touched, yeah. Okay, he had it all along, so good thing we didn't put all of our apples into that shit. That's a good one. That is a good one right there.
So,
rinse and repeat.
Void Touch and Hero Power. Okay.
The good old rinse and repeaticle. Tap this, you filthy casual. If you use an unstable on it, that's gonna be pretty desperate. 5 damage AoE would be pretty shit though. Okay, that's good, that's good. Ooh. Oh. Give Divine Shield to the 1-3.
Yeah. Hero Power the 3-2.
Not sure. I'm not sure. Minions go face, and let's see what it looks like.
Okay.
Would be down to 11. I know what he's doing. He wants to trade it into the 2-5 and raise that, so why do we trade it for him?
Okay, then.
Just Hero Power his face.
Hero Power face. Yep.
Maybe we should have raised that there. We should have. This was a misplay. This was always a... I mean, we should have Mind Reader'd Elusha.
Ah, okay.
Okay, we're doing it next turn for sure.
Okay.
But isn't that just GG? Raise that gives us a 1-2 most of the time. Let's try.
Elusha?
Well, we don't have any good cards for him, so let's go Elusha, and that just fucks him.
We can still Hero Power.
Let's see the shit. Use the raise that for our stupid stuff. His hand is so horrible. Hero Power everything face.
Hero Power
Everything face.
included. Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah.
Always has been. Elusha for the win. She is so fucking good. As soon as you establish a board against the Warlock, you just Elusha for sticking your board, basically. Our deck has no removal. It has nothing he wants to play. It doesn't have taunts that actually are taunts instantly. So they just get fucked. We should have done Elusha last turn. Like, we literally risked the entire game there. That was a misplay. Druids, we win those, we lose those. Raran's version. Since when does Raran build real decks though? Like, is it a meme version? Like, what do you mean?
Tour guide is a keep.
Well, I mean, it's not his if it's insane, no offense, but he's not making decks. He is giving videos with the decks, but they're not his.
Tour guide and maybe Guardian.
Yeah, I think we keep those.
Okay.
Okay, we got some gas back. Okay, it's Katoon. We win those.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Close enough. Yeah, feel free to share it in the Discord, Rosen.
Tour guide?
Yeah, tour guide pass. Cult Neophytes would be lovely.
Yeah. Could appreciate. But no.
Tradable.
To trade.
I mean, play it if you can, but there you go. Check that shit out.
And now hero power.
Face. Yep. It's been so fucking long since we've seen this in the starting of the game. Like, can't remember the last time.
It's similar like the merchant till the last game.
They're both very close, Vivo. Okay, we get the raise dude that if we want. And we do want raise that for it.
Yep, raise that. Play wriggling.
The Divine Shield also is tempting, but wriggling is just better. So yeah, do the wriggling. Okay, almost there. He ramps while we smack. There's the tradable person. Give Divine Shield to the 2/4 and play the Traveling Merchant. We win these all day, every day. Smoke weed every day. Fucking doing the thing, boys. Got it. You don't get back from this. Might even point out Celestial, but nah, GG. Got him.
That's it.
Got him good.
Oh,
that was a good burn. Easy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking easy. We did the thing, boys. We did what the goal
target
for the day was. Gold 10 to Diamond 5 in 4 hours. With 10x, not 11. Easy. Fucking did the thing.
It's
nice.
Diamond 4. 1 star.
Wow. Well, that's gonna cost you extra.
I come to the second session.
Show. Alrighty, well, that was fucking awesome. Really enjoyed these sessions with you.
It was really fun with this deck. I didn't know this deck, so a little bit to
it's
learn.
Also good because it's not getting nerfed most probably, and it's gonna be sticking around after the Warlock nerfs. It's gonna be slightly worse because Warlock is a good target for it. But yeah, it's a good deck to know how to play with and against.